Yeah, hello to everyone. My name is Ricky Streeter, and I am a former U.S. Army non-commissioned officer. I medically retired at the rank of E7 back in 2021. So I pursued certification training with Intellectual Point because I was working as a DoD contractor in a very niche industry, that being space. Somebody at that job, on that contract, enlightened me to the world of IT. And then, moreover, that a lot of the positions only required certain certifications versus completing a 4-year degree. So once I found out about VR&E funding, and I found out about what a cybersecurity boot camp was, then I had to really just pick out which one was right for me. And lo and behold, I found Intellectual Point. On the CSC pathway, I have earned the Security Plus, the CompTIA Security Plus cert. I have earned the CompTIA Linux Plus and also the Splunk Core Power User. First of all, the instructors are top tier. They are top flight instructors. They have worked extensively in the field of cybersecurity and IT. And as far as the course material, I thought it was world class as well. I'm a visual learner, so I like high touch, high texture when it comes to virtual learning. I like videos and things in tile format, and Intellectual Point got very close to that for me, in my opinion, especially in Security Plus. For example, they had over 30 simulations that were really performance-based and would emulate what you might see on the exam. Like what you see in the simulation, the terms you hear, the acronyms, they're all woven into my day-to-day job as I start to shadow some of the core and senior analysts on the Optiv team. I'm employed at Optiv Security Incorporated, based out of Denver, Colorado. I enrolled in Intellectual Point into the CSE pathway. I believe it was like about November 7th, and I secured the Security Plus on December 7th. And so that right there, slapping that on the resume, hey, I'm awarded the cert and I'm good to go. We're talking about just 4 months, 3 months and a half-ish, being seen by a recruiter and getting stuff set up quick. And Luke, let me tell you, it was quick. Once I was referred by the senior analyst, the talent acquisitions coordinator reached out and to set up the interview that same day. I would say that IP has a lot of support for each student to go around. I'm constantly in contact with my counselor. They reach out before a course begins. They reach out while a course is ongoing, and they reach out after a course to see if you had success on your exam and to take it further to the next step. If you're like me, I'm new to technology. I have no previous experience in anything techie, and in the short run, the instructor might be talking about something in the first week of that course, and I'm thinking like, oh no, I'm not going to get this. I'm going to totally bomb this exam. But at Intellectual Point, they say trust the process, and we have to keep repeating that to each other. As when I say we, my classmates, is trust the process. A lot of people will come up on the chat and say, I am just missing this. It's just way over my head. And we'll say to each other, hey, we got through Sec Plus, we're going to get through Linux Plus. Hey, we're in Splunk. Hey, we got through Linux Plus, we'll get through Splunk. A lot of this stuff is going to be new to you. If you've had no exposure or have not touched these tools or these tech concepts beyond turning on a computer, this is going to be new to you. We're talking about being inside the network. We're talking about dealing with tools that safeguard a network and safeguard hosts and end users. So if you haven't grown up in IT like myself, well, it will be like drinking from a fire hose at first, but like they say at IP, trust the process and you'll get through it. But Stephen Ware, I tip my hat off to that man. He is a Class A instructor, and he would tell us, hey, degrees are fine and certs, and you guys are trying to find this magic route to take to cert wise, but it's going to ultimately fall on your exposure to people that's already in the industry. He would talk about maxing out your exposure on LinkedIn and actually engage and interact, just like you would with somebody on Facebook or Instagram for a page that you follow or like. And so kudos to Stephen, because I took that wholeheartedly. I made sure that I let somebody know that that was in the industry and working as a cybersecurity analyst that, hey, I am pursuing my Security Plus. Hey, I just wrapped up Linux Plus. And that individual thought that was big stuff. And he was a senior analyst at my current firm. And he told me, he's like, you're coming in kind of more certed out than some of our core analysts already. So the core is right above the associate and under the senior. And he was saying, hey, you're credential-wise and paper-wise, you're more equipped. So that speaks volumes to Intellectual Point and how they construct the pathways. Yes, so my advice to someone not currently enrolled with Intellectual Point would be hurry up and sign up. Don't delay. If you already consider it, that means you have an inclination to pursue it. So what I would say to the folks with that is don't delay. Every day that you don't submit your paperwork to if you're privy to VR&E funding, or whether you got to pay for it out of your pocket, every day that you delay in getting into this boot camp is a day more that you don't have that vital certificate on your resume. Those certificates are asked for across Indeed, Glassdoor, and LinkedIn. Intellectual Point is there to give you that skill set, and their instructors are there to give you that skill set. So if you're thinking about it, you got that inclination, go ahead and pull the trigger and get it done. Get that paperwork done so you can get enrolled.